burnout together.
Oh, God.
Hey, these things are fun, ain't they?
Yeah.
Heck yeah. You want to do a burnout?
Sure.
Ready, set, go.
R.N.G, RedNeck Garage Performance. We out here on Cleveland Avenue. Crispy Clean Car Wash. Come down here, my name King Sling. I'm the Sling King. Come get you a slingshot. Most fun you can have all day. Tap in. 216-387-4358. Again, that's 216-387-4358. I'm the Sling King.
All right, guys, get with my boy. We just rented these things for a few hours, and they were a blast. Guys, these things were an absolute blast to play with today. Man, I'll tell you what, not really a fan of Polaris, and I really didn't like how they shifted. They shifted a little rough. They rode pretty good. Throttle was a little touchy, and they get the 50 mile an hour like that. Like, I'm not even kidding. They were a blast. Would I buy one? Absolutely not. They're definitely not for us, but they were fun. The guy let us have them today for both of them for $200 for 3 hours. He rents them for a whole day for like $250, I think, at the time of this video. Listen, man, let him know that R.N.G sent you. This dude is pretty cool, very legit, and has some fun toys to rent. So if you're bored and you want something to do, those are cheap. They're cheap enough to rent, and they cost us about $10 in gas. It was just a few cents over at $3.99 a gallon. A few cents over, $10 for gas in each of them to do our playing today, and we ran them pretty hard. I know you're only seeing about 3 minutes of footage here, but we were out for almost 4 hours. He gave us till 4 o'clock. We rented them at noon. He gave them to us till 4 o'clock, and we was running them. You really can't beat these things. Are they worth the 30 grand? Because my wife has been wanting one, and I said, you know what, let's go rent one before we go buy one. And we decided after renting one that they're not really for us. They're fun. They're not 30 grand fun. You guys think your CF Motos jerk real hard, taking off slow? These things are bad. You can't do like 5 miles an hour. They're bad, and they're like an automatic transmission. So there's belt to the rear, but the rear tire, but there's no like CVT to adjust. It's all automatic transmission. They have a 4-cylinder Polaris engine. The white white one was a 21 and the red one was a 2022. So brand new models. They didn't have very many miles on them. I think there was under 1,000 miles on both. So I mean, they ran good. They ran smooth. The engines were smooth. They were loud. Not really loud like our side-by-sides, but you could hear the motor itself. Not exhaust noise, but just the vibrations of the motor. You could hear it. Power steering was super soft, guys. The seats were hella comfortable. Hella comfortable. They are very comfortable to sit in. I don't care if you're 8 foot tall. Listen, I had plenty of leg room for days. Like, it was almost too much. I almost needed to scoot the seat up, but I made it work and was very comfortable. Now, they are hard to get into because the steering wheel does not move any way, shape, or form. And if you're a fat guy like me, the belly does get in the way. But if you plan on sitting in it all day, you only got to get in and out twice, you're good to go. Listen, guys, give this guy a call. If you're local here to Canton, Ohio, and rent those suckers on a nice sunny day, I'll tell you what, it was 50 degrees out today. As you've seen, we only had hoodies on. That windshield blocks a ton of wind, and we stayed pretty warm in them. We wasn't real cold or nothing. We was doing an average speed of 50 to 60 miles an hour. Some zones were 40. But that's cruising speed. We weren't hitting the highways really. We didn't rent them to hit the highway. We rented them to cruise town, and we just had a blast. Listen, I can't say it enough. They were fun. And again, they're not $30,000 fun or $40,000 fun. I think those are base models and they cost $30K. So plus tax, title out the door. No. If you could find one used for like $12K, yeah, definitely buy one. But $30K? No, I don't think so. And I'll tell you another thing I didn't like. They handled great in the corners, but just a little tap of the throttle and the rear tire was just spinning. It was like almost uncontrollable. No matter what you did, tap the throttle, it was just going, spinning. And don't get me wrong, yeah, I did most of that on purpose, but even the wife drove it, and because she thought I was doing it all the time on purpose. I wasn't. I only did it a couple times on purpose, but she was like yelling at me the whole time. You know, you seen her face in the beginning. She's saying, stop with the peeling out the tires. Well, then I let her drive it, and then she's like, yeah, never mind. Yeah, it's like it's either on or off the throttle. It's like no in between, and it shifts so hard. It's like like that into gear. I'm not even exaggerating that. That's how they shift. They're automatic. They're push button. I don't know what to say about them, but they're not fine-tuned $30,000. Listen, you spend $30,000 on something, why couldn't it be a nice smooth shift just like your car does? I don't get it, but they did ride nice. They did handle the corners real nice. I do feel like though, if the roads were wet, that one little tire back there isn't doing you nothing, and you're gonna spin around into a circle because traction wasn't it. We came up this hill. It was a back road, so it had a little bit of gravel on it. It was paved, but it had some gravel on it going uphill, and I didn't even think we was gonna make it up the hill because that back tire just kept spinning, and that was with traction control on. It has traction control, but it acts like it doesn't work. All right, guys, I want to thank you for watching. Peace out. God bless. We'll see you in the next one.